Alright then. What else we got in our inventory here? We have quite a girthy inventory. Car part, Ikuko.
She's not really a mechanic. Or not exactly a mechanic.
Yeah, I don't think anyone in this room knows anything about cars, if I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you.
I don't think she'd have any use for it. Or be able to tell me what it's for.
Oh, I used the stick again by accident. It's an old favorite, I can't help it. Car part, Roko.
If anyone in here knew what this was, it would probably be her. But I don't want to confess ignorance in front of everyone.
Too embarrassing, you're right. Show it to the group of girls.
Nah, none of them would know what this is. Or even if they did, I wouldn't want to ask them.
You can make them feel stupid, though. Because they probably are.
Keeping car parts in bathroom stalls is your idea? How amazingly trashy. But I think I'll keep the car part with me.
Car part, the mirror.
Looking at it backwards doesn't help me understand what it's for, unfortunately.
Car part, the sinks.
Nah, it'll probably rust or something.
Oh, rust doesn't work that fast. Car part, the cabinet.
I can't stash it in there while the cabinets are locked. And they're always locked. You do the math.
Why do you want to stash it in there? I thought you needed it. Key no, part the paper.
Yes, surely bonking the paper with the car part will free it. Actually, it'll just shove it all the way into the cabinet, if anything. So let's not do that.
Food, Ikuko.
Nah, she doesn't need it. She is well provided for.
Alright. Food, yummy.
Honestly, if anything, she's a little bit on the needing a diet side right now. Just a little bit. God, I'm so mean. I shouldn't be like that.
So well, it depends on how bad she needs it.
I don't know what she needs the food necessarily. Or that she needs the food necessarily. I think there are some people around who I do know who need the food.
Give it to the group of girls.
Nah, none of them deserve it. They can get their own damn food.
That's about the response I expected. Food. Stalls.
Flushing perfectly good food down the toilet. Truly a genius humanitarian idea. I'll pass.
Send that food to the water treatment plant. The mirror.
The food still looks like food in the mirror. That is how mirrors work.
Oh, I didn't realize. Thank you for the information. Food, the sinks.
No, food does not go in the sink. Are you like 3 years old or something?
No. A 3-year-old wouldn't even know how to read this. Well, they might, I guess. But it would be inappropriate with you swearing all the time. The cabinets.
I can't get it in there, it's locked. And the bathroom cabinet is not where food goes.
Yeah, definitely not. Food, the paper.
Whatever this idea is, it's not going to get the paper out of there. And that's my goal right now.
Like, they can't even entertain it, possibly. For good reason, that is a really silly combination. Alright, that takes care of all our inventory stuff in the bathroom. Which leaves only the locker room to fill up with all our stuff. And then we can go back to other places and use more ridiculous things. We are indeed back, Sayori. How is Sayori going to resist the food? Let's self-esteem Sayori.
You've been a good friend to her. And she's been a good friend to you. You deserve to feel proud of having such a person as your friend.
Aww. Well, that was just wholesome. Let's self-esteem the locker.
Yours is probably way tidier than everyone else's.
It's more tidy than stories. Did I say more tidier? I'm terrible. Look. Look at mangas.
Monica once said that it's better to seem popular and have that reputation than to actually be popular. But I'm not sure. I kinda like actually being popular.
Self-esteem. Yuri's locker.
Yeah, she's sophisticated, but you have your own forms of sophistication. Some of the stuff you're into is as incomprehensible to her as her stuff is to you. And it's no less worthy.
Yeah, I guess there is kind of some mutual misunderstanding there. But that's more like on the part of Yuri abstaining than it is not comprehending, I feel like.
Gosh, her locker is always such a mess. You have your own struggles, but at least you don't have some of Sayori's.
Yahoo, that's kind of a double-edged self-esteem there, isn't it? Benches.
Remember when you watched over Sayori while she slept in here? More Annals from the Natsuki is a good fun catalog. They're lucky to have you.
And I know I still do not recall, rather, the time she did that. I've forgotten it. It's gone. The other girls in here.
Ah, the other girls are all looking at me with expectation. Feels good, man. Feels good.
They are wary of you. As they should be, because you're going to be swinging a stick in a minute here. Come, Sayori.
I will not offer up this potentially useful item to the all-devouring one.
You could probably put that same description for the food, honestly.
I think I'll keep it with me for now. Never know when it's going to come in handy. Maybe in the very next room.
Oh, not so subtle hints on how to use things. Oh boy.
I no longer feel the need to take Monica down a peg by gumming up her locker. Maybe once long ago, but not now. She's been taking down enough pegs.
She certainly has, at least in this mod. Come, Yuri.
Poor Yuri, she'd just be confused. She'd be like, how did someone accidentally get gum on my locker? Such an innocent soul, that one. Anyway, not going to do it.
Yeah, gum. Sayori's locker.
Sayori's locker does not appear like it would be improved with gum.
Well, we could, see her try to pick it off there. Probably chew it. There.
These would be weird benches to put gum on. People sit here often with little clothing on. Gum would be kind of gross and disrespectful.
It's already that, in most contexts anyway. Gum the other girls.
I ain't just giving my gum away for free, man. Everything has a price. And none of these girls can pay it.
How do you know? Maybe they have a lot more money than the gum is worth. Or other things. Let's key Sayori.
Sayori would probably just lose it.
Oh, that's just mean. Accurate, but mean.
Wrong key. This goes to something else. I already have a different key to my locker, and I can open it whenever I want.
So they actually give you keys for your lockers. Not like combination locks or something. Key Monica's locker.
This doesn't open Monica's locker or any locker in here.
Oh, we're still gonna try.
This key doesn't go to any of the lockers.
How many ways are you gonna phrase it, Sayori's.
Nope, not that kind of key.
See, they didn't have to use separate ones for all that, but they did.
I don't see what I stand to gain by leaving Miss Edith's key on the benches. Seems not that smart.
Then key the other girls.
It's not theirs. This key was entrusted to me.
Alright, fine. Hanger hook, where we found it. Sayori.
If this is a hanging joke, it's not even a good one. Because it's missing the part you actually hang something from. You're a terrible person.
You can't guilt me. I'm just testing things out.
Nah, since I have infinite hammer space inventory, I might as well carry this around with me.
Well, hey, you said before that there were things too big to fit in your infinite hammer space, so I guess it's not so infinite after all, is it?
And the hook is a little too big for the keyhole, I think.
Oh. So it's not, thin enough to pick a lock, basically. Locker.
What would Yuri do with a broken hanger hook anyway?
What would Sayori do with a broken hanger hook?
She might take that the wrong way. Or if you mean it the wrong way in the first place, go die in a fire.
I'm glad Natsuki is also tired of hanging jokes.
Nah, I picked it up for a reason, obviously. Otherwise, it wouldn't be in my inventory.
Well, hanger hook the other girls.
I doubt they'd be interested in what is essentially a piece of trash.
It is essentially a piece of trash. That was everyone though, wasn't it? Whoopsies. I didn't need to do anything else with that hanger hook. Let's stick Sayori.
Oh my god, no! Why would you ever want to hit Sayori with a stick? What is wrong with you?
I always think I want to hit them. Stick the locker.
It's too big to fit in there.
Too big to fit in most places, apparently. Stick Monica's locker.
This stick is much too long to fit in any of the lockers.
I'm gonna keep trying, though. Put it in Yuri's.
While Yuri would definitely appreciate a random stick more than most, I couldn't fit it in there. Even if it wasn't locked.
Stick Sayori's locker.
I'm not sure what Sayori would do with a long, fragile stick. Anyway, her locker is locked.
But we saw that it was open before, and there was all that junk inside. Stick the benches.
The stick fits nicely on the benches. I pick it back up before someone else realizes how cool it is and grabs it.
Are you sure that's the first thing that would go through their minds? Stick the other girls.
Oh, they'd definitely expel me for that. Maybe someday when I'm feeling really violent and angry. But until I finally stop, I probably shouldn't.
Alright, fine. How about we car part Sayori?
Sayori is the last person I would ask for help identifying a car part, Hallie. You should know this.
Well, I mean, she's only about as useful on that regard as the girls in the next room, I'd think.
I would take up a ton of space in there. Or it, rather, would take up a ton of space in there. Although it would be nice to put it down. Still, I feel like I should take it with me. Someone's gotta know what this is for.
Dang, car part. Such a confusing thing. Put it in Monica's locker.
I can't get it into Monica's locker right now. And even if I could, why would she need a car part? I mean, she has a car, but like, it doesn't need any parts.
You don't know that. This could be the part she needs to pass her inspection or something.
I can guarantee you that Yuri would be completely uninterested in this.
Yeah, we kind of gathered that when we were talking about it on the roof with her.
Sayori wouldn't know what to do with this. Even if I could get it into her locker.
I read that as could get it into, but it said could get in, but I think both of those contexts apply with how full her locker is of junk.
I can't shake the genre-aware feeling that this car part will be useful somehow. I should probably take it with me.
Don't leave it on the bench. Other girls in here?
Hate to play at a sexist stereotype, but this crowd of girls isn't going to care about the car part.
Are you sure? Not even one of them will? Let's food Sayori.
I've already given her enough food this week. She doesn't look particularly hungry right now. Although she'll become hungry if I show her food. I should probably save it for someone who needs it more. And doesn't just eat all the food they are shown.
Well, remember, she eats whatever. She's always hungry because she doesn't eat, so it's sad.
It'll go rotten in there, no way.
Yeah. We've been over that before, though.
I can't get into Monica's locker. Otherwise, it would be sweet to leave her a little surprise meal.
But with rotten there, she'd get a rotten meal and she'd be like, oh no.
It is a pretty healthy meal. Yuri might like it. But she usually brings her own food from home.
I can relate to that. I've been doing that basically my entire life. Saves a lot of money. Put it in Sayori's.
She'll forget it's there. And then it'll be the whole locker room's problem.
Are you sure? She wouldn't just eat it on the spot? I have a feeling like Sayori wouldn't forget food places. I don't know.
Leaving food on benches is weird. You are weird.
No, I just get presented with weird choices and I can't help but see, out of morbid curiosity.
I'm not going to give the food to just anyone. I should try to pick a worthy recipient.
I feel like we had that, or something similar to that, happen already before. Okay, so that takes care of the locker room and all of its possibilities as it currently stands. My goodness. Oh boy, now we get to go back to the cafeteria. It's just working backwards from how we did things prior. This corridor goes so many places, even though there's like nothing but classrooms. Or what I assume are classrooms. Alright. We've got some new things to use here, but not everything. Actually, this is one of the more complete areas. We only need to hook and part this place. We only need to hook and part it. Hook it. Hook the decorations.
They're way too high up.
Oh. Hook. Pot of plants.
I guess I could stir the soil around a bit. Sure, why not? Maybe it'll aerate the soil or something. I have no idea what I'm doing as I mix it, but it feels nice.
Good job. We finally did something with an inventory item that might be worthwhile.
I could use these to pull the chairs and tables around, but that's frowned upon. Also, I could just use my hands if I wanted to do that.
Yeah, hooks are generally more specialized than hands. Windows.
There's nothing to hook onto.
Aw. Hook. The food. The food.
I think they have enough mixing hooks. They don't need a broken plastic one.
Mixing hooks? What kind of school is this? Hook the vending machine.
Dude, everyone's watching. No way can I get away with that.
You didn't want to do it in the other vending machine that was, like, less noticeable. Well, whatever. We need to car part some things. Car part the decorations.
It's too heavy. I don't think I could heave it up there.
How bulky is this thing? Car part the plants.
The plant potter does not say random car part repository on it. So I probably shouldn't.
But if we find a planter that does, will you? Car part the chairs and table.
I don't think anyone would be impressed. They'd probably just look at me weird if I plop that down.
You might find someone who knows what it is, though. They're like, hey, is that a insert car part name here? And then you'll know. That's your solution.
Oh man, those windows are so tall. I could create a rain of broken glass. It would be such epic destruction, it would almost be worth getting in the absolutely huge amount of trouble.
Well, you said you couldn't throw it high enough to break or hit these things, so how far up the window do you think you could really throw that to get a shower of glass? The food.
You just want me to plop that down in the middle of a catering tray, spraying food everywhere, or what?
Yes.
I mean, that does sound pretty hilarious, but, like, is there a reason for it? I don't think there's a reason for it.
It's because it's all garbage. The food, it's all garbage. Vending machine.
Even if this could somehow be hooked up to the vending machine and to do something to it, I wouldn't know how.
Alright. Well, good for you, then. That takes care of the cafeteria. Just a couple X's there. We gotta go back to the club room and try things there. Try all manner of improbable things in the club room. Lit club. You know, I never turned the volume back up from whenever we were in the bathroom, did I? Hi, Monica. I never turned the music back up. Let's get that back up there. Yes, yes. Alright, time to inventory. What do we need to use in here? And here. Alright, for the next few VGs, we've got 4 things to test. It's the food, gum, hook, and part. Because we already did the self-esteem stick and key. Alright, that's the gum, the hook, the part, and the food. Gum. Monica.
You know, I don't think I've ever seen Monica chew gum. It goes against her whole serious student shtick. Good alliteration.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think I would take Monica as a gum chewer.
Ew, gross. Also, it'd probably fall off with all the chalk dust.
Alright, we're not going to gum the chalkboard. Gum the desks.
Not in this classroom. Not when me and my friends are the ones that have to sit in the desks every week.
As if that stops anyone else from sticking gum under those desks. Closet.
I could store the gum here, but why? It's pretty lightweight after all.
True. We're carrying much heavier things than the stick of gum. The calendars.
The gum isn't big enough to cover the calendars. And I'm not sure what else you want to do with it.
Stick it on your favorite day. Well, I was thinking stick, and then I picked stick. Stick the cabinet. We already did this. No. We can't stick the cabinet. Gum. Windows.
Such a lovely view. I don't want to make it gross with gum.
Kind of surprised the windows didn't have an achievement like the benches did. 'Cause they're everywhere too. Like, every place has windows.
I could stick it on there, I guess. Or alternately, I could do something actually useful with the gum.
Yeah. It is pretty useless, isn't it? Alright, hook Monica.
I don't think attacking Monica with the plastic hook somehow is a good idea.
Confirmation, it's plastic!
She's surprisingly nimble.
Yeah, you're not gonna get harmonica with a hook. Not that easily.
There's nowhere to hang it up.
Alright, then hook. Hook. Yeah, the desks.
The desks do have little storage areas where I could put this. But there are better places to stash this if I wanted to get rid of it. Which I don't.
They also kind of have their own little hooks, like, see right there, right where my cursor is, that little thing on the side of the desk, that's like a hook. Some weird, like, book bag hook, I guess. Hook. The closet.
It's not the kind of closet with hanger poles in it. Just shelves. Anyway, there's nothing I can hang from this broken hook.
Hanger hook. The calendars.
I could use this to pull them down, maybe. But I'd get in trouble.
We're trying to stay out of trouble somehow with this crazy quest of ours. Hook the windows.
The smooth flatness of the window taunts me. There's nowhere to hook onto.
Hook. The storage cabinet.
The hook is too wide to get behind the cabinet's doors. Not sure I could pry it open even if it fit. I should look for some other way to get this open.
Yeah, like some kind of key or whatever.